Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator in the United States at FrenchieStamps.com. Today I'm going to share with you a cute little purse. I wanted to have like that faux leather. It's looked like, I don't know, the snake skin. I don't know what kind of skin it is, but you can see the shiny. So I'm going to share with you how to do that. So this is from Best Dress Suite here. So it is on page 55 of the Spring Mini Catalog. I'm using the die, no stamping at all. I'm going to use the tassel also too. So let me share how I done that. I tried to emboss the whole thing and it was not doing very love. It was on, wait a minute, let me see. Some of the place, see it crack where after I cut it and so on, just on the flap. So I decided to do an extra piece of the front, an extra piece in the back. So let me share how I done that. So the die, it's this here, the main die. So you need 2 of this to do a purse. So no matter what kind of purse you're going to you're going to need 2 of this to make the purse. And you see, it pre-stitched and it's pre-score. Well, it's where the score was when I embossed it. Someplace it wanted to crack. So that's why I'm doing just the front and the back of the full purse, and the rest is, I'm going to say it's suede. I embossed that with, the minute I saw this folder, on this folder on page 15 of the Celebration Catalog. It's called the Stone 3D. I thought right away that looked like faux leather. So that's why I decided to use this. So you're going to cut 2 of them, and then I cut 2 more, but you don't need this part. You don't need this. So I just put this on paper and cut that, and then what I done, because it was not just right, I cut where the score was and cut where the score was. After that, I had just the front and the back, so I did 2. I embossed it in the stone, the 3D stone embossing folder. Voila. Just that, I think it looked beautiful. I think it looked like that rough leather there. It's not alligator skin. I tried to think. It's a name for it. I had a purse like that before. So, to make the full leather, what I done, I'm using my Versamark. And you want to really, and I think it's time for me to re-ink my Versamark, but I didn't want to re-ink it till, because then it's going to be almost too juicy. So you're just going to really put your Versamark all tap on top of the embossing. Now I'm going to take this here, and we're going to use clear embossing powder. Okay, and then I want to make sure it's all, and if it's none in the, like in the back, in the groove, and that's perfectly fine. Then tap this here. Now we're going to emboss this. And the other one, I did like 2 layers, but I think one's going to be plenty of it. And you're going to see when it starts melting, just keep on moving. And it don't take that long to emboss this. For some reason, I think it go very quick. Okay. Now, see this where I have the thing? We're just going to eat that again. Here we go. So 1 coat, it's plenty. We don't need 2 coats. See all that pretty shiny? Someplace it's a little bit more mauve. That's perfectly fine. So now that we get that done, let me remove this, and I need that powder. So the front, I want to put the tassel. So what we're going to do for the tassel is I'm going to use Oh, I could use a poker. 1 minute. I'm just going to use a little old punch here. I'm going to eyeball that about the center here. And I mean eyeball, right? Here we go. I'm using the brass that look like a little button there. Oh, back up the bus. What I done, because these are gold. Let me show you the little tassel. See the difference? I don't know if you can see. There are gold. And I want it more like copper because I did my embellishment with copper. So you can take your stamping blend and color it. This is the bronze one. It seemed the bronze worked very lovely. So it's not as gold. So you're going to put this over here. Put that in here. Oh, the little legs were bent there. Here we go. And then we're going to open this. Now I'm going to use my bone folder here and press that down. Et voila. Now I get the little tassel hanging out here. Okay, now from there, this is part of the die, so you're going to need to cut 2 of them. And what I done, I use my bone folder and just curve it a little bit, just to break the fabric a bit, in the fiber, in the, not the fabric, the fiber. And then that's going to help. This you get 2 of them, so you can die cut at the same time. But one of them, it's 2 of those little embellishment there. So I'm going to go in and then down. And then what I done, I stop at 2 of the stitch. And why I say 2 of the stitch, it's because I want to have the same proportion in the front and in the back. Now I'm putting 3 glue dots, 1 at the bottom, 1 in the middle right there, so it's gonna keep that from moving up and down and run right after that. Oh, it didn't go in. There, and then another 1. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. So remember, I did 2 stitch. So then I know exactly where to stop, right? 2 stitch, 2 stitch. So then you get the right proportion. Put a glue dot there, right in the center of where it the line there, so then it don't move. Okay, so now we got that ready. I like to use liquid glue for this, but before we glue, we want to reinforce our score line. This can be a little bit tricky because you get the stitch. That's not your score. The score, it's right below the stitch. So fold that right below the stitch. And there, and there. So you want to reinforce this. And this is the tricky one on the side. It wants to fold where the stitch is. Here we go. Now this one, I go in. The one in the center here, I go in. So you're going to do that. What I'm doing here, you're going to do that on the other piece also that I pre-done in advance. And then this I just squeeze. Whoops. Here we go. Now we got this. Now what we're going to do is take our glue and put the glue here. And you want to make sure you get some right at the edge because you don't want that to lift. And this one's going to be a little bit more tricky to glue because we got that brad there. And I could have waited and have the brad all the way through this. And to be honest, I think that would have been even better, so then it wouldn't pucker up. So now I'm going to put my faux leather piece in the front here. Okay, now it's all straight. Everything seemed good. I'm going to turn it around and really press this so it's bond very good. So you're going to do that on both of the piece because you need a front and a back. Et voila. Now to put the, where is it? So I'm going to bring this one here because I want to go about the same direction. So about right there. And then you just curve this. That's why you wanted to break that fiber. So the handle gonna turn very lovely. Et voila. So that is done. So both of our pieces are done. See, this, I like the one with just one layer because you get like some not shiny at place. It's more like a used leather. I think that looked very lovely. Now to put it together, did I do? No, I did right. So you're gonna put, I thought, wait a minute. You're gonna put two pieces together here. Let's make sure this is all glue good. What I'm gonna do is take my bone folder. This is very important that you do that before you mount it. If not, it's gonna be hard to. Here we go. So I'm gonna do this part here. You're gonna put on the flap. And I like to put it down here. I find that much easier. Fold this, go right at the edge, then you can follow right here. See? Oops, now I see I can move a little bit here. Et voila. Now that we know it's good, take your bone folder and press. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other one. And what I like to do is put the glue right here, always on the flap. If you put it on the other part, you won't be sure where to stop or where to go, right? Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it to the side here. Whoops. Here we go. And I just press, see where we folded there, press it down. Then let's just make sure I didn't win on the side. You see I'm up a little bit too high there. So that is the reason why the liquid glue, it's awesome. Okay, now it's good. I'm going to turn it upside down or whatever, inside out, and press my bone folder on that little strip there to get it bonded together. Now fold this and fold this. I didn't put glue on this. I could put a little tap of glue, it won't hurt nothing. A little tap of glue there. Now I'm going to close one. Okay, let's back up the bus. I'm going to close the back first because I don't want to see the here, let me show you. I don't want to see the opening up front, so I'm going to close the back first. Then I'm going to put glue just at the edge here. And a strip at the bottom here. Now, I can take this, squeeze it together, squeeze it from the bottom like this. See, I squeeze it, so that's going to go flush. And then you can push it down, take your bone folder. You want to press where you put the glue, so then it's going to bond together. Et voila. How flipping cute is this? So you can have the purse sit this way, or you can have it like it bow the other way. Then it would go this way. See, it's a bigger tote bag. So it's many ways you can do it, but I like it this way for this one, so you see that faux leather. That is it, my friend. I'm going to have the supplies and so on my blog. Right below you get the direct link or above in the eye. Thank you so much for your support. Until next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.